Hey team, how is everybody? So I wanted to make this video. I don't even care how I look right now. I just finally got a bra on and it's 3:30. Screw it, whatever. So I really wanted to hop on here and make a video because we have added hundreds of new people to the team over the past couple weeks. And I really need these notifications to stop blowing up so I can focus. Hold on one second. I don't even know how to turn them off. So we've had a ton of new people join the team, and I wanted to make this video because I personally just had somebody reach out to me. And, it's been a couple people actually, to be honest with you. And they've all said the same thing. Brittany, I've messaged people. I've messaged my whole friends list. I've messaged my whole hundreds list. I even messaged my family, and they told me no. Or they didn't write back. What do I do? And maybe this business isn't for me. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. Maybe I'm not good at it. I don't feel confident. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. How many of you guys, by a show of hands below, feel like that's you when you joined? I'll go ahead and wait for a few comments. Let me tell you something. That was me as well. And it was the hardest thing ever, knowing that I was so excited about this. I wanted and needed the money. I needed a change, and I finally spent the money to get started and getting nowhere. And the frustration I felt and I don't want to call it depression, but I was just at a place where I just felt like I was almost like never going to get the money I needed and never going to get anywhere. It was like a slap in the face, like, haha, you tried, but it's not happening. But I overcame it. And here I am 3 years later as a triple diamond, and triple diamonds average around $10,000 a month. And let me tell you what happened and why I did not let that slow me down, and how I kind of got over that, and how I started getting customers. And now let me tell you guys, I'm a very stubborn child. I am not a quitter, and I don't throw pity parties. So if you are any of those things, that's okay. But you got to learn to overcome them while you're a part of this business. And to all of you starting this, it's hard in the beginning. It is so hard to be taken seriously, to get the hang of it, and to get your name out there. And I think in the beginning, we think it's gonna be easy, or maybe we don't know what to expect, but I'm here to tell you, you're gonna have highs in your business where you feel on top of the world, like nobody can touch you. And you're just like walking through Walmart like you're hot shit, and you're like, I'm a diamond, watch out. And like nobody knows what it works is. They don't know you're a diamond, but you feel on top of the world. And you're like, I can't wait to get my check. I'm a ruby, And then you feel the times where you're like, I don't even want to go out. Like, just give me some chocolate. Like, you feel like your world is coming down, and you feel like in a hole because you haven't signed a customer in 4 weeks. Right? So I want to let you know, when you go into this, you are going to experience those things. You are not going to have butterflies and gumdrops and unicorns. It's just not like that being an entrepreneur. And in the beginning, you see others being boxed for promotions. You see other people signing customers left and right and signing distributors. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Right? So what I've learned since being in this business for almost 3.5 years is that the people who do amazing right away are the same people that have a lot of friends and family that are there to help them in the beginning. Guess who didn't have that? Me. Maybe you don't either. And those same people are the people who have the hardest time to get to that next step in their business when they sign up all their family and friends. Who's next? They have the hardest time adding new people and getting to a point where they can add anybody from, Australia or New York or Tennessee and sign them up as a customer because they don't know how to do it. So My point is it's hard, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get started. But don't compare yourself. I know that I didn't really meant for this to be a comparison thing, but I'm going to say it anyway because we do this in the beginning, especially in a team page full of powerful leaders and people who are successful. We compare ourselves, and that is like the worst thing you can do. Like, I swear, the devil creeps in your head and they start saying these little things, horrible things about yourself, and then you start to believe it because you see somebody else who's doing better, or see somebody else who's prettier, or see somebody else who's making more money, okay? You are special and you have something that nobody else has about you. I want you to understand that. God wouldn't have put this business on your timeline, in your path, or in your head, and you wouldn't have clicked submit unless you were meant to be here. There's a reason you're doing this, and there's a reason that you're watching this video still. It's because you do want to overcome this and you do want to learn this. But you got to have patience. And that is what I did to overcome it. And you know what? It took me a hell of a long time to add people on social media, develop a relationship, and sign customers. But once I did it, I was doing it. So the same people that you see doing well, they're going to hit a roadblock too, you guys. Their roadblock is just not chapter 1 like it is yours. Their roadblock is chapter 4. Who knows if they're going to overcome and go to chapter 5? But you're on chapter 1. So don't look at somebody else's chapter 6, chapter 8, chapter 9, okay? You are where you are for a reason. And I can't even tell you, when I started college, I was dumb as hell. I didn't know anything about the course. I was so of course, obviously you guys know I dropped out. But like when I started my college course, I had no idea anything about psychology. I wanted to learn it. And you know what? When I was tested on it, I failed. And it's because I didn't study. So as you go into this, think of this like anything else in life. You need to learn it. You're going to hit walls. You gotta overcome them, because you didn't come this far to only come this far. And you didn't join this business just to join the business. You joined this business to make money. So my advice for you is, if you're feeling this way, change your mindset. Throw it in the past. Pretend as if you didn't even message anybody. You didn't message anybody yet. You didn't get any no's. You're just focused on all the yeses that you're going to get. You need to reevaluate why you joined this business. And for me, it was the money. I needed $200 extra a month so I could stop going to Coinstar and I could put some damn gas in my tank. I needed something. I needed to stop penny pinching, and I was able to do that. But it started with making my goals and knowing that I needed it so bad. So think about that right now. What is your goal? Let's see it in the comments. $500 a month, stay at home with your baby. What is it? Go ahead and drop it below and invite your teams while you're in the middle of this. You can watch this later for the person that asked that. It will be on the page, and I'll probably put it on my YouTube. But reevaluate that. I want to see why, because that is what's going to get you excited. If you feel as if you've been in this business for a week or so and you haven't gotten anywhere, who cares? Get excited, because you know where you're going. We want to focus on not having to go to people, but instead bring people to you. And the only way to do that is to be excited and let our energy feed off onto people. I have a girl, and I signed another girl up at the same time. Why is one doing better than the other? Because the other one is more excited. Because the other one has a sense of urgency to get it done. The other one isn't afraid of failure. The other one is saying she's going to make it happen. The other person is still worried to message people. They're not watching the training videos. And maybe if they are, they're not posting. And maybe if they're posting, they're not reaching out to people because they're worried. There's so many different things that could be the reason why you're not getting somewhere. But the number one thing that's going to get people to come to you is you. And it's the belief in you that people are going to see, is your excitement, how ready you are to try this and why. your feelings. You guys, people believe the feelings. When you tell a story and you talk about not just what the wraps do, but how the wraps are going to help you feel beautiful and confident again after your baby, that right there is what people want to feel. So you got to see the difference. Let people come to you because you are so excited. So right now, close your eyes and picture your bank account with an extra $1,000 in it right now. Now you make the decision if you are going to quit or if you're going to make that happen, because you can't let anybody's opinion, anybody's words, anybody's hurtful comments go against what you deserve in your life. You deserve everything that you want. You have the opportunity to have everything you want. You guys, I'm in my second daughter's room right now full of furniture that It Works bought, with a beautiful baby girl who wouldn't be here if I didn't join this business, because I wouldn't have been able to afford her. So you need to decide. Are you going to put up with the shit and move on? Or are you going to get in your head and hold yourself back? Because you're right here and you're going up here, but only if you decide to. So get excited again. Excitement sells. You sell. You're selling solutions. Why did you join this business? That's why somebody else is going to want to join. Not because they can make an extra $500 a month, but because of what it's going to do for them. When we think of people at a kiosk in the mall and they're coming up to us trying to sell us something, we turn away. And that's what people are doing to you right now. They're turning away from you because they can feel you trying to sell something when you message them. Right? You're sending out a message, hey, I'm looking for a new product model. I'm looking for a new 90-day challengers, right? Imagine what would happen if you were using the products and you were talking about the business and you were just so happy, even though nobody's messaging you and nobody's signing up, but you know what's coming because you're going to be a diamond one day, right? Imagine if they saw you posting about the wraps every single day and how it makes you feel, about how excited you are to get the wrap on you, and they saw your before and after picture. I guarantee you, those same people that told you no will join because of you. Now, this is the part which I love, because you can be you on social media. You can be creative. You can be whoever you want to be. You don't have to be Brittany. You don't have to be Katie. You don't have to be Kay or anybody else besides you. Because that's who people are going to fall in love with. And when they enjoy you and they see 75% of your profile as you and your life, and they fall in love with you just the way you fell in love with your upline, they're going to want to see what you have to offer. And that is so important. So important to understand that people want what other people have, not what they're trying to sell. Let me explain this in another way. So if you go and you talk about a hotel and you talk about all the specs it has and how it has this awesome, jacuzzi and a 5x7 foot pool table and like all this stuff, are you going to want to go to that hotel, or are you going to want to go to the hotel that you see a video of where everyone's having fun without you? Are you going to want to join somebody's team because they're talking about the bonuses that are available and how you can make this much money from home? Or are you going to want to join somebody's team who just signed up and they're explaining why they need this business and their story and where they're coming from and where they're going and how they're so excited to make an extra $500 a month, and you can hear the passion behind their voice? Who are you going to want to join with? So now is the time to get excited and worry about nothing but enjoying this business. Take the stress off of you, enjoy the products, share with people, and leave the busy work to adding new people. Get outside your circle of friends. Add people in different states. Add people of different ages. and just be you and have fun with this business. And it's amazing what can happen when you take the time to develop relationships with other people besides the people you know, and you share something you love. And it's hard to love something. You're probably like, it's hard to love something, Brittany, when I hit this wall. Forget the wall. You never hit a wall. You got a few no's. That means you're doing your job. Because if you didn't get the no's, you would have been sitting on your butt not doing anything. So the fact that you're getting no's is a huge accomplishment, because there's other people on this page that haven't gotten a no because they haven't asked. So the fact that you asked, you need to be proud of yourself. But you also need to know there's yeses coming, but you won't find those yeses if you stop now. So that is how I overcame this, you guys. I was still just so excited because I knew I was going to make it happen. My stubbornness when I was a child benefited me when I'm 20 years old, because I don't take no's. I go and I find yeses. And just like when I was 4 years old, and I have a child now that's doing the same thing to me. So Mom, I'm sorry. I apologize for all the shit I put you through. But the same little girl that said no and stomped her foot and didn't take no for an answer is doing the same thing now, because I don't take no for an answer. If you say no, I say who's next. Because if you don't need these products, you're going to need them whenever I start posting about them. Because I'm having results, I'm losing weight, I feel amazing. And I'm going to find somebody else in the meantime who needs it. And then I'm going to post about that customer that signed. And I'm going to talk about how the products are going to help them. And I'm going to talk about the money that's coming in. And that is when people are going to follow you. And they're going to say, damn, you know, I followed you for a year. I'm ready to sign up. And guess what? I signed up 5 people for this promotion that watched me for a year. And if that's what it takes, then fine. So it's hard because you have a list this long in the beginning and only this people sign up. And then next month, your list grows even more. But guess what? Some of the people from last month are now signing up. And then you keep working your business and your list is this long. And now you have more people sign up. So you got to think of it. Why do I sign so many people every month? It's because I was consistent every single month. I didn't care if I had a bad month because I knew the good months were going to come. I didn't care if I had a setback because I knew I would make it 5 steps forward. Take 10 steps forward, take 5 steps back. I don't care. I'm moving forward. You keep going. You stay in your lane and you go. Because guess what? At the end of that lane and at the end of that road, picture yourself. I picture like I'm in Cars 3 and it's a desert road and it's a dirt road and it's like at the end is everything that I want, all my dreams and everything. And there's nothing in the way but all these walls and all these stupid people trying to stop me with their negative comments on social media. But guess what? I know that I can get to the end if I swerve around them. So that's the same thing for you. There's nothing holding you back but you. So this is where self-development comes in, you guys. And you are going to build so much confidence behind these products and behind everything in this business as you march on, as you drive on. And that is going to turn you into the person I am today. Because guess what? My first video, I was in a dark closet and I was so scared and I stumbled over my words, let me tell you. But here I am because I grew and I didn't stop. So in the beginning, it's work. My first paycheck, $80, got paid. I probably worked like 2 hours every night once I got off of work for $80 for 30 days, but hey, it was worth it. And then I worked, and then I got paid. And then it was $200 because I got a fast start bonus that month. It took me 2 months to sign my first customer. Or a distributor. Took me a week to sign my first customer. Took me 3 more weeks to find the other 3 to earn my $100 in free product credit. Okay. And then I worked, and then I signed my second distributor my 3rd month, and I got paid. And then I stayed around the 200 to 400 mark, and I was good, you guys. But guess what? You're gonna keep work, get paid. Work, get paid, and then you're gonna keep work, get paid. You're gonna hit diamond. If I can hit diamond in 10 months, you can hit diamond in 5. Okay, we had a girl do it this month in 3 months. And then you're gonna work, get paid. And you're gonna work, get paid. And you're gonna work, get paid. And then you're gonna work for a little bit and get paid. And then you're gonna just get paid and get paid and get paid and get paid. And then soon you're gonna be paid more than what you're working. I mean, I think about it here. If I'm making, my paycheck last month was close to $13,000 without Michael's. And I'm working 2 hours a day without any interruptions some days. Some days it's more, some days it's less, because, I'm a mom. We're all busy. You do the math. How much an hour is that? You do the math. I don't know. Somebody, please, come on. So you think, and I'm not bragging, you guys. I'm literally telling you, put up with it. I'm saying, get over it, because it's going to be hard. And only people that do what others can't do are going to get what others can never have. And that's the decision that people need to make when you join this business is, are you going to stick through it or not? So my advice for you guys is let go of it. Who cares what happens in the beginning, because you know where you're going. So I'm making $216 an hour. You tell me where I can make that money, because I'm pretty sure if you go to school and you're still, being promoted every year, I'm never going to make that kind of money anywhere else. Lord bless, LOL. I love that kind of money. I love that kind of money too, you guys. And I'm telling you this because I want you to know it's possible. And I loved Pam Souter the other day. We had somebody in our Triple Diamond and Above page, and I will never forget this. And it was somebody saying, they asked, how many distributors did you enroll for this promotion? And people were saying different numbers and stuff. And then you had the person that said, maybe we shouldn't share numbers because it could get the others discouraged. And then everybody started agreeing, yeah, it's going to get us discouraged. Oh, I don't like comparing myself. Meanwhile, I love seeing the numbers because I love knowing that, other people are mass enrollers, and it shows me like, hey, like that's competition almost. It not competition, but it fuels me up to get that high. I'm like, I want to enroll that many. If they can do it, why can't I? And while everyone's moping and groping, you know what Pam Souter said? She said, look at these numbers and see what's possible instead of comparing and instead of getting upset or anything else. She said, look at what's possible. And I was like, wow, that's such an amazing thing, because we know like, hey, she's making this much money. Katie's making this much money. And we say these things, but then it's like, we don't say what we could or what we are going to be making. And I truly believe it's because we don't believe we can make that. But I want y'all to know what is possible with this. And when you think of all the crazy things in your life that maybe, you want to have, but you can never have, and you only say you can do it if you win the lottery. How many of you guys say, yeah, when I win the lottery, I'll buy a lake house. When I win the, jackpot, that's when I'll go ahead and buy a Ferrari. Like all these things, right? All of that's possible. I mean, it is. Look at Joel and Stephanie Dunn. So it's just, look at these things that we're telling you and know that it's possible and know that you're worth it. And I think when you really, really take the time to figure out how to do this right, and you stay patient and you stay consistent, and at the end of the night when you rest your head on that pillow that you did everything you had to do to be able to work your business today. And if not, do a power hour and you'll know what I'm talking about. Over time it's going to come in, you guys. But you just got to be that person, that bold person. I don't care if you need, I was just on a call with a girl and she's like, I'm afraid to message people. I said, drink some wine. I drank wine every day when Adeline was asleep for 2 hours when she was little. And that's how I went diamond, because I was scared crapless to message people. And I had to drink wine, literally, to send out messages. And guess what? Every time I got better. And I had to drink, I still drank the wine, but I could do it without wine. But I literally got to a point where now I can walk up to anybody in a supermarket and talk to you about my business, because I know I have something to offer to somebody that can help them. And that's another thing when we think about bothering people and we think about being a burden and we're bugging them by following up. The girl that I signed up over the promotion, I followed up with her like 15 times. You know, when I was at conference, I stood up when Mark said, how many of you guys think this business is a blessing? I stood up along with 20 other thousand people in the room. And he said, stay standing if you were asked by somebody to join this business. And everybody stayed standing. So the next time that you feel like you're bothering people, did the wrap help you? Did the wrap make you feel beautiful? Then why would you be bothering somebody by asking them about that? Why? Why would you feel like you're bothering somebody when you ask them about the business? You could be helping somebody. So, you know, you guys, at the end of the day, you just got to know what's possible. You need to know you're worth it. You got to be confident, and that grows over time. But you got to be thick enough and hard-headed enough and stubborn enough to say, okay, and laugh about it, because they're not going to experience anything that you're going to experience, and move on to the next person. And I feel like we can't let that show on our social media. We need to stay positive. We need to stay excited. We got to be the person that we joined with, because we saw that in them, and that's how people are going to come to you. So instead of worrying about who's saying no, be so excited because you know what's coming, and then that's going to allow people to come to you. Keep adding people, keep building relationships, and stop worrying about the deadline. If you do this and you're consistent and you're messaging the people who like the posts, and, you know, by all means, message your friends and family and your hundreds list, your first hundreds list. But if you get no's, I mean, try to turn it into a hosted post by all means, but get people to come to you. People are going to come to you because they want what you have. That's the goal of network marketing. That's what we do. We're excited because we know we have freedom. We're going to have freedom. We have these amazing products. People want to have the freedom and the feelings that you're going to experience on this product. It's you that's got to sell it. And without everything that I said, without that belief, and you're in your head and you're upset over the no's, that's never going to happen, you guys. So become professionals, have fun, watch the videos, get on Power Hours, and stop worrying about what's happening right now and start focusing on what's going to happen. And God will put it all into place. It will be an amazing outcome when you look back in 5 months from now. And I always tell people before I sign them up, I say, if you start this business and you're coachable, you're hardworking, and you're money driven, give this business 3 months before you ever think about quitting. Honestly, give this business a year. Because I didn't go diamond for 10 months. That's $2,000 a month. But give this business at least 3 months before that ever crosses your mind. You are meant to do this. Otherwise, he wouldn't have put you here. Okay? I love you guys. And I don't want anybody to quit. Not just because, oh, it makes me money. That's why she's trying to convince me to stay. No, because I believe that more people and more moms deserve to have the life that I've created for myself. So I'm getting emotional because I just love helping people and I love doing what I do. But I do physically want to slap you all through your phones right now and tell you to get the hell over it because you are worth more. And I just know that the people on here right now are going somewhere with this. And I believe that every single one of you are the ones that I prayed over, that I could help and that I could help succeed. And I know that these people are on here right now. And I know amazing things are happening in 2018, in 2019, in 2020, and many years to come because of what we're doing now. So get excited. I have chills. And fall in love, you guys. Fall in love and take that pressure off of yourself because you can do this. And I believe in you.